slow, garage doors are slow. Fancy meeting you here. It's Nels, Daily Driver Dreamer. We're back. This is actually an intro to the video that I already filmed. And then I got hit with ransomware, and the terrorists almost won, but I paid them, so technically they won, but I got my files back. So I have like 3 videos that were already in the pipeline. I didn't have them backed up anywhere, so at least I got them back. So here we are. I didn't, like I said, didn't film an intro. We actually burnt the bushings out of the rear beam on the Maxima, or i30. And I'll show you that here in a second. I was actually about to prep to pull the hubs off to do ABS hubs and actually send this bad boy out to powder coat. You'll probably see that in the next episode with some rear big brake kit upgrades. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get to the video. And then remove the rear trailing arm, or whatever you want to call it, bushing for the SuperPros. I'm gonna torch it out with Burns Med. Might take a while. I don't know if there's a sleeve in here, but I'm basically just hooking the rubber right now so it kind of pulls away from the sleeve that I do need to keep, and potentially another sleeve inside of that. If it's anything like the control arms, it was a biatch. I had to use my jigsaw and cut grooves in the sleeve itself, and then just kind of peel it back with a hammer and chisel, and eventually it freed up from all sides and fell out. So right now I'm just cooking the rubber, separating it, and we'll try to press the center bushing out just to get it out of the way, and then I might be able to use a knife or a chisel to get the other rubber out of the way. Alright, that set's probably good. Let her go for a little bit. This side will probably go a little bit quicker. You can already see the rubber drying up and cracking and breaking. A couple little flecks on the ground and whatnot. Alright, I'm gonna let that go for a minute. It'll probably burn out in a second here. I'm gonna look for some PB Blaster and hit these bolts. See if I can get this shield off. I got a whole chisel set. I want to see if I can use these guys. And then I've also got some of the breakaway razor blades. I'm going to see if I can use that also, but I doubt it. Most of this stuff will just like right off. So we'll get most of it out of the way and then see if I can trim and then clean up, and I've got wire brushes to kind of bore it out, and then I'll see if there's a sleeve, take the sleeve out if I need to. I'm gonna go ahead and stop y'all. Okay. All right. It has stopped cracking. The whole arm is warm up to here. Probably not dangerously hot, but definitely wear some gloves if you got them. Grab some pliers. Can't find my channel locks. Don't know what I did with them. Alright. Tapered bushing. You see that okay? She's out. Okay. I don't want to just knock it out and it go flying. It was heated up enough that it just kind of broke away the bond to the bushing. I think because the sleeve is originally pressed into the beam, so we're keeping the sleeve, so we're just killing the rubber. So once this flies out, makes a mess, we can just clean up the hole a little bit. There's still a little bit in there. I may hit that with some fire for a minute. See what it does. There's definitely still some rubber left in there. So it was bonded along here to another sleeve, and then it was just allowed to float in there. So I gotta keep that up, scrape that off, probably wire wheel it and whatnot, and get all the rest of that out. Car's out. Got the drill, and I've got several sets of these guys. I'll just pick the diameter that fits close and then go ham. First I'm going to scrape a little. Might just have to repeat as many times as necessary. Yeah. Mild progress. Got some shiny spot. I got a couple shiny spots in here, so I'm all the way down to the bushing. It's looking pretty thin. Whew, that was a close one. The SD card like errored out. Almost lost the file. It recovered it, so yay. A little bit of mess. I already tossed a couple chunks, so. We're going to take the opportunity to show you the inside. Oh, that's really hard to see. Let's try this angle. Yeah, there we go. So you can see where it's thicker there in the center, and then that part tore out already. So I'm just going to keep heating, keep getting that rubber crusty, and we'll get it all out. Back at it. More heat, more scraping. Getting Rice Krispie Pops, so should be drying up a lot of the rubber. Should be able to get a good chunk off this time. I can see it's like kind of alligator scales whenever it dries up. All right, I'll let that cool off for a second. We'll hit it with a wire brush. Well, we'll scrape it first, and then we'll hit it with a wire brush. The top's coming off real nice. I'm able to scrape most of it away, so I think the wire brush will probably take 90% off this time. That's why I'm wearing glasses. Woo. I got like 60% of it's cleaned up. %. Woo. 98%. This thing is not centered at all. It's very annoying. It throws me all over the place. So yeah, this sleeve is part of the original rubber bushing, sheet warm, pressed into the arm. You can actually see. Snaked in here all crazy. You can see the original arm, and then the separate sleeve, and just a couple heats, and she clean. Yeah, I'd call that about 99%. And I did the same to the control arms. I'm gonna do the same to the other one over there. And that's about it. Let me find the SuperPro bushings real quick, and I'll just see if I can press them in by hand. Yeah, that'd be it. Ta-da! These are SPF 1942K. SPF 1942K. SuperPros. So it's a 2 halves. They got some lube in there, and then you got the sleeve to replace the one that came out. And they're blue, so that's really the only reason I got them. Totally didn't need them. Alright. 3 pieces, easy peasy. Should be easy peasy. Is that still hot? Yeah, it's still warm. I'll try to anyways. That's a pretty close fit, pretty tight fit. Let's see. Give her a little twist. Y'all probably can't see that. Come on. Oh yeah. And the sleeve. All by hand. And I'll pull these out and lube them when they go in the car. Assuming you're doing this on the car, you can probably leave everything connected, disconnect this, maybe disconnect the coilover or your strut and let it kind of droop a little bit so this is out of the way, because this is towards the front of the car, up under the passenger seat and everything. And do the same burnout method. But yeah, that's it. That's the SuperPros installed. Cool. I'll do this on another video, I think. The bushing wasn't playing nice. So I'm not playing nice. Thought maybe I should record this. Burning out the old bushings, well, brand new bushings. These are moves. Folks over there. Got my blue propane torch and just kind of hitting them and letting them burn and softening / brittling up that rubber. And then I'll pop out that bushing in the center. That guy. And then I used some chisels, just Astro pneumatic tools, and hammered out. Basically, so I took a saw and I cut little channels in here, a few of them, and then I worked over the edges. I couldn't really reach all of them. Worked over the edges, hammer, and then eventually it'll let loose. And then I just cleaned up the inside. That one got a little bit more mangled from mishits. And then I'll replace that bushing. I might add a Zerk to the back side of this. For whatever reason, the Moog ball joints come with the Zerk fitting, the grease fitting, but then these don't, so the replacement control arms don't. But yeah, I cleared that bad boy out, and then I've got the ES bushings for this as well, and that piece up there. So yeah, gonna keep flame broiling this bad boy, and I'll be back later with some new bushings. Alright, she's pretty well torched. It started falling out on its own, so this should be pretty loose. Oh, stand up. Now that that's out, I can work on getting the rest of that rubber out, just kind of torching it however I can, scraping it, torching it, and then I will do my little grooves and peel back some corners. This is the edge that you want to, This is the edge you want to work from because it's actually got a little bit of a taper in there, and you can hammer down into the sides a little bit better. So I'll give you a little progress shot here in a minute. This rubber cleared out. I made 4 cuts this time, just along the outside half. Folded this guy over, then this guy, then this guy, then this guy. Now I should be able to just kind of hammer more or less down, and it should break this thing loose. It's over half of the bushing, so I'm thinking it'll break loose here in just a minute. If not, I'll maybe do another cut from the other side and try to hammer from that side.